Neptune stations retrograde at 4 degrees and 25 minutes of Aries tomorrow on Tuesday, July 7th. We also have Venus entering Virgo this week and quickly forming a trine to Chiron and then a conjunction to the South Node in Virgo. And it's bringing in this big flavor this week of reflection and maybe processing old relational, emotional material that is kind of hovering in our psyches that we may not be fully conscious of. I have a spread in front of me today that echoes that, and that also feels like it's conveying the wobble zone sense. That's a term that I use when we're kind of standing at the precipice of a new reality or a new self. And we're struggling to embody it. And so we kind of wobble back and forth between an old way of being and a new way of being. Each time we trip and fall into old ways of being, we have to get back up again and choose how to be different again. And that builds this sort of energetic memory. It feels like this week is really prodding at that and maybe provoking some old stuff that we thought we had transcended or healed. And I get that because the dice here, Neptune, the 12th house, and Scorpio are suggesting that there is this buried psychic subconscious material that could be surfacing through our thoughts, through our dreams, through synchronicity, through symbolism, or just this sort of vague, like existential uneasiness that's coming up. That's also echoed by the cards. We have the 5 of Cups reversed and the 8 of Swords reversed, and in the center of those two, the 8 of Wands. So these two cards are both suggesting that this stuff from the past is really surfacing big time this week. This could be old grief, old pain, losses that we never processed. This is the fear and the narrative that's associated with this old version of ourselves that might make us small, that might keep us tamped down, that might keep us separate from people and opportunities that we really do want to connect with, but that also feels somehow scary or unnerving because we don't quite feel ready for that. In the center, the 8 of Wands is that suggestion that we are about to gain momentum and movement, but we have to release stuff. We have to fall back into it temporarily in order to gain that footing, to build the memories so that we can proceed into a strong new direction, feeling more secure with who we are becoming so that we can go after what is meant for us. So if you fall into the wobble zone this week, which I'm sure most of us will, don't let that deter you or cause you to believe that you have failed or that you're not ready for what it is that you want. You are just building the memory.